Good morning, students. Today I am going to take a lesson on English grammar. I will begin from the basic concepts which you are very much confused with. Generally, when we talk about the parts of speech, you just take it in the other way and you start writing when a sentence is given to you and you have to make out which part of speech it is. You go on to the different way of explaining it. To make it very clear to you, there are 8 parts of speech which we study in grammar. Each part of speech will be separately dealt by me in other videos which I will be uploading in my channel. First, you need to know the basic 8 parts of speech, which begins from junior classes. We start learning about it. That is noun. If you can see noun, when we were small, we used to play the game. We used to make column, and that was the best way to remember name, place, animal, thing. So what is noun? Noun is a name of place, animal, thing, anything which is related to the names. One more noun which is called abstract noun, one of the classifications of noun, which talks about your emotions. It can be helplessness, it can be politeness, enmity, all these words which is in abstract form, which cannot be weighed or calculated, emotions, that is called abstract noun. In this again we have subdivisions in noun as well. So it will be dealt in a different part. Moving on to the next part of speech is verb. Verb are classified into 2 groups that tells us about the happenings, the time or the tense, you can say, of a sentence. There are 2 types of verbs which we divide or categorize into is auxiliary verb and main verb. When we say auxiliary verb are the helping verbs. If you will see it in your grammar book, any of the grammar book, you will find that there is 20 to 23 types of auxiliary verbs, which is I have written few: am, is, was, were, has, have, will, shall, may, might, can, could. All these are helping verb. It is raining. Okay, is over here in this sentence, it is raining. Is over here is auxiliary verb. When we talk about main verb in a sentence, it can be the action done, like Rama sings. What does Rama do? Sings. So over here, sings is main verb. There can be play, teach, dance. Many such words can be the main verb in a sentence. While you read the sentence, you will be able to make out which is auxiliary verb and which is main verb in a sentence. Generally, a sentence cannot be complete without the assistance of a verb. Okay, moving on to the third part of speech, that is adjective. What is adjective? Anything extra told or informed about noun or a pronoun is called adjective. When we add something, the word itself tells you adding. So if I tell you it is a cloudy day, what type of the day it is? Cloudy. So cloudy is trying to explain to you something extra about the day, that is noun. Got it? So 2 examples. In adjective also we have different categories of adjective. I have not explained you here, but as I will be uploading the next video, I will be taking the topic adjective in a proper manner. We'll be dealing with the subparts. Here you just understand anything that describes about the noun or pronoun is Sohan is a fat boy. Fat over here tells us about Sohan's appearance. Now she is a beautiful girl. what type of a girl she is. She can be beautiful, she can be arrogant, she can be rude, she can be ugly, she can be greedy. So we are trying to tell something about the noun or pronoun. That type of words are called adjective. Now, we're moving on to the next. It is adverb. When we add something to the verb, okay, and we try to answer few questions, that is how, what, when, where, that type of sentences, the words used in that is called adverb. Ad plus verb. Anything that is added to the verb is called adverb. Sita ran fast. Now you can question, how was Sita running? Sita ran fast. So Sita ran fast. Over here, how Sita was running? The answer is she was running fast. So this is giving you the example of adverb. He stood outside. Where did he stood? Outside. You able to understand that? Now what when? When I ask that is it raining? What? Then she has been visiting the place frequently. How often? Frequently. So all these things, you should reach at that place on Sunday. You can inquire when? Sunday. So you have anything that adds to the verb and gives you the answer for how, what, when, where is called adverb. Moving on to the next, pronoun. Generally, the word pronoun, if you bifurcate it, pronoun, anything that comes in the place of noun is called pronoun. Okay, if I tell you, Mohan is a smart boy, Mohan sits in the class politely, Mohan is very close to me, all this. Every time I am repeating the word Mohan, that does not sound good. Or as a good English speaker or as a good language learner or a writer, repeatedly using the same name about a particular person or place will not sound good. So in that place we can use, I'm just giving one example what I wrote here. Amit is my close friend. I like Amit. He also likes me. Now you can write at the very first thing, everything is referred about Amit. So the first sentence, Amit is my close friend. After that, this Amit can take a different place and you can also mention I like him. This Amit will change into him. Amit also likes me. Here you can write he also likes me. That will sound more better. So pronoun is anything that comes in a place of noun explaining about the same person. I hope this is clear to you, that pronoun. Moving on to the next is preposition. Preposition is one of the as I frequently meet students, they always say that Miss, this preposition is the most difficult thing in the grammar portion. Children, preposition is not at all difficult. But if you use a wrong preposition, the whole of your expression goes wrong and it does not give a good impression as an English learner. So in order to develop your preposition or your English speaking ability, you need to brush your preposition. Although it is taught from the basic classes or junior classes, is on, at, up, down, below, but there are also prepositional phrases which you need to know. One word, like if I use break, this break can have different prepositional phrases like break up, break off, break down. Okay, all these words, although they have just slight difference, but will have different meanings associated with it, and it can only come through frequent reading and practicing. Once you memorize the thing, you will be very efficient in using preposition. You will quickly make out that what word is to use at a place. So, preposition talks about the relationship of noun and pronoun to a particular thing. If I'm just like this, okay, you will be telling that the teacher is leaning. Now, what preposition should you use here? You can use the teacher is leaning against the wall. Many students on the wall, at the wall. No, you need to know that with what preposition, with what sentence, with what idea, which word is to be used. If you want to ask me time, you can simply, if you are not expertised in using preposition, you will say, what is the time? Isn't it? But the proper way is of asking, what is the time by your watch? You're trying to question me that what is the time. Now this use of by here tells you the exact word that is required to be used as a preposition in a sentence. If I am putting something on a table, just create an image in your mind. A book is kept on the table. She will be meeting me on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Okay, I will be giving you much detailed explanation of preposition to make it more clear to you in the further videos which I will be uploading. Moving on to the next, conjunction. Okay, conjunction is the 7th part of speech, and this is also one of the most important part of speech which is frequently used while communicating and also while writing. We need to express ourselves. We need to join two sentences. Conjunction, if you define, it is joining of the sentences by using different words. So, bread and butter, milk and water, and since childhood we have been using and very frequently to join two sentences. That is the easiest one. But as language learners, as we develop language skills, we need to know that there are conjunctions which are complex, compound, which changes the sentence from simple to complex, complex to compound by using it in a different way. Conjunction is a big topic which needs to be put emphasis on. Even in ICSE class 10 boards, even 12 boards, you get, and other boards also, you get questions of joining the sentences without using and, but, or, so, which we find the easiest. So there are many ways how you can use to join two sentences, two simple sentences, one to make a complex or a compound sentence. Again, I'll be dealing with it in greater details. Just for your this, I have just written few words. For can be used, and, but, so, although, yet, neither, nor, either, nor, neither, nor, all these words can be used to join two sentences. Even no sooner did, to create sentences we use. Now, moving on to the last part of speech, that is interjection. Frequently, if you go through the grammar books, this is the least loved part of speech, because you will find very less grammar questions or, to be solved in the book. Interjection has generally, we exclaim. Interjection actually is an exclamatory word. Generally, when we are so happy, we are so sad, or in a different emotional level, we use the word to express our emotions or feelings. Now, for example, if I have seen a beautiful piece of art. So my expression will be, wow, what a beautiful monument, isn't it? Alas. Now here I am reminded of one of the incident that a child, no, we need to know that which expression is meant for what. Okay, one of my students, she has made a blunder, okay, in the classroom, and she was called by the principal to her office, and she was being inquired that what have you done, this is your performance. Her performance was not shown to her before, and the principal presented it, you got zero in this subject, and her expression was, wow, I'm sad. Now, are you able to make out that what expression was mingled with what sentence? Wow. Is this expression meant to be upset about something? No, not at all. So while using interjection, we should always be very particular about when to use what. Hooray, I won the match, isn't it? Hip hip hooray, we say that, no? So you can make out that how you will be able to use a particular interjection at a place. So I hope this explanation of 8 parts of speech is clear to you, and one basic thing that you need to always keep in your mind to memorize or to know which are the 8 parts of speech. Don't bring anything else in that. The easiest way is to learn it in this table form: noun, verb, adjective, adverb, ad, that will be easier for you, pronoun, preposition both with P, conjunction and interjection. These are the only 8 parts of speech which are in English grammar. You don't insert anything else in it. I will be uploading separately for each of these topics video. If you like this explanation, please like and subscribe for more updates. Thank you.